And first up tonight at 5:30, our investigation into rising electric rates. We are taking a closer look at a state program that pays for electric vehicle chargers. It's part of our ongoing coverage looking into why your bills increased over the summer. And consumer investigative reporter Cassidy Williams is here now explaining where your money from the most recent rate hike is going. Cassidy.
Well, if you would install an EV charger in your home, Eversource or United Illuminating will pay you back the cost up to $1,000. And that money comes from all ratepayers, no matter where you live or what car you drive. And some towns are benefiting more than others. If you're an Eversource customer, the public benefits charge you pay on your bill helped pay for this EV charger in George D'Addario's Bristol home.
I had a thing in the mail from Eversource talking about the program and how, we'll give you the charger, we'll pay for the installation, the whole thing will end up being free.
D'Addario sent his receipts to Eversource, around $900 for the charger and electrical work, and around 4.5 months later, he got the full $900 back.
It seemed like a win-win, so I went ahead with it.
State regulators approved a rate hike in August to pay for $80 million worth of these EV charger rebates. So starting in September, electric bills went up around $3 a month on average to fund the program. In addition to residential rebates like D'Addario's, there were also larger rebates for chargers in public places.
It's a customer-driven program, and we're looking at this point for customers to submit their applications, and then we'll pre-approve them, and they can go build them.
The state requires Eversource and UI to run this rebate program as part of its push to expand the use of EVs. In 2020, Connecticut signed an agreement with several other states committing to putting between 125,000 and 150,000 EVs on the road by 2025. The idea is that everyone will benefit if more EVs means less pollution in the air.
The idea of the program is build it and they will come. We want to get those chargers out there in the world.
So how many chargers are out there? Data submitted by UI and Eversource to the state shows they have given residential rebates to more than 6,500 people between the start of the program in 2022 and August of this year. The I-team analyzed the data and found those living in the suburbs are benefiting more than people in cities.
In Avon, there have been 117 EV charger rebate participants. In Hartford, there have only been 24 EV charger rebate participants. Now, let's take a look at those numbers factoring in population.
In Avon, there was one EV charger rebate given for every 161 people. In Hartford, there are almost 5,000 people for every one rebate. In fact, if you add up the rebates given in New Haven, Hartford, and Waterbury, it's still less than the total rebates in Avon, even though those three cities have more than 19 times as many people as Avon.
What do you think those numbers say about the current status of the program?
Well, again, in the early stages, the early adopters are typically people who have the means to take advantage of the program.
Democratic co-chair of the Energy Committee, Representative Jonathan Steinberg, says he can understand the argument for moving funding for the rebates out of people's electric bills, but says he supports leaving the program where it is because he believes all ratepayers will benefit eventually.
For the penetration in the community to be significant enough to justify the charging is something we're still waiting to happen.
State Senator Ryan Fazio, the ranking Republican on the Energy Committee, disagrees.
I think we should make it easy and affordable to buy EVs in Connecticut, but forcing someone to pay a higher electric bill for a private benefit for a private citizen who's probably also higher income is just not fair.
Back in Bristol, D'Addario says even though he took part in the program, he's actually not sure it was worth it. He's done the math and says right now, with the cost of electricity, it's more expensive for him to charge up his hybrid RAV4 than it is to fill up at the pump.
It's nice to help the environment, but to have to pay double to use it, it just doesn't, it defeats the whole purpose of the program in my eyes.
D'Addario says he doesn't often use the charger, and it reminds him of what parents always tell you about things that are free.
Your parents are right. You don't get something for nothing.
The current rate hike to pay for the EV rebate program is expected to last until April. Lawmakers have their own perspective on these rate hikes and how they may be connected to the billions of dollars Eversource lost when investing in offshore wind. We look into that part of the story tomorrow. For the IT, Cassidy Williams, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.